Hey kids, so we're going to start something new today, and this lesson is all about something called perspective. Perspective is the way our eyes see something. It can also mean like our view of something or how we feel about something compared to someone else. But in art, it's all about how our eyes see distance and depth. In other words, things that are close or further away. Okay, and in this lesson, we are going to be learning about 1-point perspective. What's 1-point perspective? Well, if you look at this picture, you will see that almost all these lines, even the tops of the trees and the sidewalks and the lines on the road, they all seem to go to 1 point. 1 point, 1 point. So if I were to take my ruler and start messing with the tops of these buildings, in other words, drawing lines, okay, and I'm just going to look at the tops, even some of the scaffolding on this building that's being worked on. If I trace a couple of those lines, you're going to see something start to happen. Tops of the trees, they all go to that one spot. Even these lines in the crosswalk, where you walk across the street, if you follow them with a ruler, you can see that they're all going to here. Even the tops of the cars seem to all go to the same place. Okay? And that little spot right there, that 1 point, that is called the vanishing point. And it looks like all these things seem to vanish to that one spot. Even the tops of the windows seem to go there. Okay, and those are all lines that in real life they were parallel, meaning they go the exact same way and they'll never meet each other. Okay, so the way this works, you got a number of things happening in the picture. Okay, you have something called a horizon line. Pretend you're at the beach. That's the edge of the ocean where your eyes stop working. You can't see any further. Okay, it's also where the sky meets the ground. If you want to write that down, you're welcome to. Okay, so that's the horizon line. We already talked about the vanishing point. That's right there. It's where things seem to vanish to. Okay, and then we have this thing called guidelines. Okay, guidelines work with the shapes that are involved in this lesson. So this is a shape. We know that's a square. This one is some kind of trapezoid. Okay. Guidelines are lines that are used to make a shape look 3D, like it has tops and sides and bottoms and things like that. Okay? They always go from a corner to the vanishing point. You can see that here. But they never, ever, ever go through the original shape. You can't draw through that. All right? You wouldn't see that edge right there because the shape's in the way. Same with this corner. You can't use that one because it would go through the shape. Okay? Very important for you to remember that for the rest of this packet. And now we actually have to start doing some work. So you're pretty